Hello everyone, this is Adam from Wax Pack Gods. I hope you're doing well. Now the 2018 baseball season is nearly upon us. Opening day is just a few days away, so I thought this might be a great time to break out some old baseball cards and play a game that used to keep me occupied for hours on end. We'll call this the Baseball Card Pennant Race. And this time around, I'm going to use this small box of cards that I pulled out of the depths of one of my closets a few weeks back. And we're going to replay the 1984 season because these are 1984 Topps cards. You can see they've got some bowing and so forth. There aren't too many of them here, but this will be enough to give us a decent illustration and reminiscence of how the game works. So basically, all you do to play Baseball Card Pennant Race, at least this version of it, you take your cards out and you just sort them by team and division, and whichever division or whichever team ends up with the most cards at the end of the sorting session wins the division. So of course we know how the 84 season turned out, but we'll see if our results agree with the real results, and then maybe we'll have to adjust history a little bit. So let's get going. So here's the Toronto Blue Jays. Garth Ordge of the Toronto Blue Jays. So that's in the AL East. So of course we're maintaining the old divisions, not these newfangled ones that all the kids play with today. So the San Diego Padres, it's fitting that they're first on the board for the NL West since they won the division that year. All right, here we got Texas Rangers in the AL West. The Milwaukee Brewers, where do they go? It's tricky, right? They were in the AL East back then. My Cincinnati Reds, NL West, the Oakland A's, AL West, and finally the NL East has an entrance as Bobby Ramos of the Montreal Expos makes an appearance. Danny Heap of the Mets. And we get the California Angels, Kansas City Royals, Atlanta Braves. Finally, the Detroit Tigers make an appearance. Aha, the Cubs. Look at that. Remember, 84 was the season that the Cubs nearly pulled off the impossible. They did win the division, right? We got a couple of Cubs there. So now, that's our first lead change. So you can stop when you have a lead change, or you think you have a lead change, and rearrange the division standings. Depends on how detailed you want to be and how much time you want to spend or waste, depending on your point of view. So now the Cubs are in first place in the NL East, and the Expos and Mets are tied for second. So we'll just keep going here. I won't stop to adjust every time. Just in the interest of time, so that we're not here all day long. Sarge Matthews. Ooh, look at that Hall of Famer. Paul Molitor. Twice. Okay. St. Louis Cardinals get on the board with Bob Forsch. We're going to lose some of our real estate here. You may not be able to see all of these guys as they come in. Some are Mets. Looks like the Mets are doing well. The Giants. Obviously, at some point in my life, I've somewhat sorted these cards, at least to the point that I have doubles grouped together. The Seattle Mariners, they weren't all that wonderful back then. And actually, these look like they are close to in some sort of numerical order. It's like these are low numbers, at least below 100, so maybe I had something specific in mind. More Don Suttons. More Reds. White Sox for the first time. Dodgers. Mets. Some Minnesota Twins. The Twins were still a few years away from making it to their first, or from winning their first World Series. There's some Tigers, Kirk Gibson in particular. Jim Frey, manager of Chicago Cubs. Kansas City Royals, Minnesota Twins, Dodgers. Now, you can decide what you want to do with the special cards, the highlights. If you were playing strictly by my rules, which I'm going to since it's my game and my rules, I'm going to exclude these cards because there are multiplayer cards and then you can't really have a good decision on what to do with those. We might use those in a case of a tiebreaker later on, though. Yankees. Ray Fontenot. There are some of those multiplayers. And Quisenberry. But again, a special card that we won't count. A bunch of Chris Cotterolis. Some Rangers. Another Angel. A few Baltimore Orioles who had not been on the board yet. And the Cincinnati Reds. Brewers. Rangers. More Twins. A few Padres. Mario Ramirez. Dale Berra, Yogi's son, who played for Pittsburgh Pirates in the old NL East. Gary Lucas. Another no-hitter card. Some specials. Pedro Guerrero, who was always in consideration for the title of best player in the game or most complete player in the game back in the mid-80s. Tailed off pretty quickly after that. Some Blue Jays cards. A smiling Billy Martin. So, you know, maybe the Yankees had just traded Dave Winfield or something like that. Expos. Royals. Mets. Rangers. Twins. Tigers. Pirates. Orioles. Sammy Stewart, he had like a comics face, right? Did you see him doing stand-up? Dan Schatzeder. Juan Beniquez of the California Angels. A few more Padres. Some Pirates. We got some teams that haven't even made an appearance yet, right? Because we've only got 5 teams in NL West and only 5 teams in AL East. So we're missing a couple of teams so far. It's not clear to me who they are at this moment. Let's see. The Giants, Padres. We'll find out. Okay. So Blue Jays, Mets, Yankees, Braves, Tigers, Mariners. We're getting a lot of one-offs now. There's a run of Mets thanks to Danny Heap. Tom Bergmeyers with the Oakland A's. More Bobby Ramos. Looks like I had the market cornered on 1984 Topps Bobby Ramos cards. More Garth Orts cards. Padres. Luis De Leon. Mariners. Where do we go? Ooh, Lamar Hoyt, who had won the Cy Young for the White Sox the year before. That was a nice card in '84. Tigers. Padres, Blue Jays, Indians. Okay, so there's one of our missing teams. They were in the AL East. So Dan Spillner gets the Indians going. Dodgers, Rangers, Brewers, Reds, Orioles, Giants, Twins, Mariners, Red Sox. That's another of the teams that was missing. So now we have all of the AL East teams. So now we just are missing one NL West team. And for some reason, it's just not clicking with me who that is. Angels. Okay. The Mets. The Blue Jays. Cardinals, Royals, White Sox, Orioles, Gary Matthews again for the Phillies, the Pirates, the Padres, Twins, Tigers, Mike Scioscia, then a catcher with the Los Angeles Dodgers, Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers, Conroli again for the A's, another Molitor, another Sammy Stewart for the Baltimore Orioles, and we just have a few cards left here. So, Expos, Red Sox, Reds, Davey Concepcion. Probably won't make it to the Hall of Fame, but he was a very good player. Concepcion, that is. Angels, Royals, Cubs, Braves, White Sox, Pirates, Phillies, Tigers, Mariners, Dodgers, Phillies, Orioles, White Sox, Dale Berra again for the Pirates, Yankees, Mariners, Tigers, Tom Brookins, and then we finish up with Bert Hooton of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So now comes the fun part. We get to see who wins each division based on the count of the cards for each team. Let's start over here in the NL West. So we know in 1984 the Padres won the NL West. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Padres. So what's going to take to beat them? The Reds have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Reds. So they definitely are in second place for now. And then we've got 3 Braves. Boo, Braves. They didn't score very well. 4 Giants. So they're in third place. Oh, now we got a gaggle of Dodgers here. Can they beat the Padres? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 13. 13. So I think the Padres had 14. That puts San Diego in first place. But it's so close, we'll do a recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, we agree with history on the NL West. And the Padres win the title. In the NL East, looking bad for the Cubbies. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see already that the Expos have been beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Expos. Cubs are in second place. Montreal Expos in first. How about the New York Mets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, very close. Expos beat the Mets 12 to 11. The Phillies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, that's an angel. 6, 7. 7 Phillies, so they're ahead of the Cubs, below the Expos and Mets. Cardinals, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tied with the Cubs. We'll give the Cubs the alphabetical tiebreaker in our standings anyway. And then the Pirates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts them, I believe, ahead of the Phillies, who were at 7. Yes, 7. So there's our standings in the NL East. Montreal Expos beat out the New York Mets by a game, or a card. In the AL West, we have the Rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. And the A's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. And then the Angels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got the A's, the Angels, and the Rangers with the Royals coming up. The Royals were the actual champs that year. And they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my, it's a tie. We've got to put the Royals ahead based on alphabetical standings for now. My backdrop is falling apart. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Okay, Mariners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mariners almost forced a three-way tie. The White Sox, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tied with the Rangers, win the alphabetical tiebreaker. And then the Twins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so now we have a tie in the division. You can go a number of ways with these ties. I'm going to go with the most distinct or unique cards. So how many different cards do we have of each team? So for the Royals, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different Royals cards, right? Paul Splittorff, Jerry Martin, the team leaders, and Bud Black. So 4 of those. And for the A's, we have Chris Cotteroli, Tom Bergmeyer. There's 2. Cotteroli, Bergmeyer. So there's only 2. So the Royals win that one. Alright, so we've got 2 repeats from reality so far. The Padres and the Royals. On the AL East, we've got the Blue Jays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Blue Jays. And the Brewers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a tie so far. Tigers look tough. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the Tigers blow out the Blue Jays and the Brewers by 2 cards. Where do the Yanks come in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4th place so far for the Yankees. Oh my, the Orioles look really thick just at first glance. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, they lead the entire pack. 16 Orioles cards. Now we've got one Indians card, Dan Spillner. So I know they're going to be in last place, and two Red Sox cards. So what have we got? We've got in the NL West, the San Diego Padres. Yes. In the NL East, we have Montreal Expos. In the AL West, Kansas City Royals. And in the AL East, the Baltimore Orioles. And it is the Houston Astros, ironically, last year's World Series champions, who are missing completely from the NL West roster. Now we could go through and figure out champions of each league. Clearly, the Padres had more cards than the Expos, so the Padres would win the National League. And the Orioles had more cards than anyone, so the Orioles would win the American League over the Royals, and the Orioles would win the World Series championship. That's how we saw it with our baseball cards from 1984. Hope you've enjoyed this game of Baseball Card Pennant Race. You can check us out on waxpackguides.com. Follow us at waxpackguides on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.